Okay, I broke down and I am going to plant something at this place finally. And I decided to go with this Scottish moss. So I have one spot. I'm down at the water and I'm at the stairs. And see that crack down here? I don't mind this crack at all. Okay? But my son Trent, my excavator guy, he broke this step when he put it in and he hates that crack. And I said, well, it looks like an opportunity to plant something. So when I was at Home Depot, no, Rona actually, used to be Lowe's, I was reading the tag on the Scottish moss and it said that it was good along water's edge. So I know it blooms kind of, it's blooming now. It's got a small bit of flowers, but that's not what I'm planting it for. I have not had luck with moss. I've tried Irish moss. I'm not sure if I've had the Scottish moss before. I don't even know what's that buzzing on there, a little bee-ish kind of thing. But I'm gonna give it a try. What the heck? I got nothing to lose. Can't plant anything anywhere else. So, and it goes down to zone 4. I don't know if it'll make it through the winter down there. I mean, there's one thing about zone 4 and then there's another thing about being turned to ice. We'll see what happens. It says water weekly during dry spells. Well, it's going to get its own water. But here where it says lush golden yellow foliage forms a dense moss-like carpet ideal for planting between paving stones, on rock walls, at gardens, or water's edge. So the water's edge, that got me. So I'm going to give it a try. Got to clean up a little bit here first. And I've always loved moss, so we'll see how it goes. I got my fingers crossed on this one. This is, not sure. Might be something, might be an annual for me. I don't know here when it's so close to the water and the ice, right? So we'll see what happens. All right, well, it looks pretty. I'm not sure it's gonna make it here, but we'll see what happens. I don't have a hose down here, so I can't really rinse the rock off very good. Maybe I'll get a broom later. I used a watering can and watered it in a little bit. We'll just see what happens. This is a real experiment here. Tomorrow morning I could come down and it's gone. Just a couple of freighters come through here, so here's some waves coming now. Yeah, so I don't know if it'll stay there or not, but we'll see. It's an experiment. How's it going?
Good. Finally got all our stuff. I needed a longer bit. I needed more nuts. But, I got one done.
Now you're winning.
They should go pretty quick. I'm just using threaded rod. It's like 6.5 inches is how long they got to be. Take it all the way through, and I'm running a nut on the bottom, so we bolt right through. There's
well, this is the cleat we're putting on here. These are the cleats, yeah.
Yeah.
So they got to be good and solid to hold a boat.
Go through that, an inch of wood here, a 2x4, which is 1.5 inches, and then 2 inches of steel underneath that.
Well, that should hold.
And,
hold it almost any boat.
Yeah, anything. Yeah.
All right,
maybe not the Poltergertha, but anything under that. That being a 1,000-foot freighter.
Yeah, they don't look fancy here, but I love it.
Not fancy, but functional.
Functional, yeah. All these little jobs add up, eh?
Yeah.
All right, well, this is what Brad's doing while I put the moss in over there. So I put the moss in. Oh, you can't even barely see it there, but it's still there anyway. That's a bonus. And then I've been actually weeding these rocks. Not a fun job, but gotta do it. You can't spray it. Ooh, cutting just used a grinder to, what do you call that stuff? Yeah.
It's hot.
So that's really in there. That should, yeah, that should hold good. Awesome. So that's number 2. You got 6 of them total. I've been trying to get a picture of these 2. I think they're barn swallows. This rope has been left out there from when Brad had the raft out welding the icebreakers. And they seem pretty happy with it. They're just watching Brad work. He's got the grinder going and everything. They're just sitting there eating bugs. There they go. Cool. Okay, it's the next day. We had an epic rain last night. It was straight down, like torrential, but the water stayed calm, and the Spanish moss seems to be looking good. So I got my fingers crossed. As long as we can go without a bunch of wind and big waves and it can root in there, maybe it'll stay. Okay, it's a couple days later, and Leigh and I are gonna check in on our moss. Let's see, Leilu. Woo! It is windy. Look at this. Still sunny, a little cooler today. It's like 17 degrees Celsius, but it's, let's see, it's yellowed slightly. It's not expected, I don't think, when you chop it up, but we'll have to just keep watching it. But it's still there. That's the important thing. It is still there in rough water, and 3 days later. Okay, keep you updated. We're gonna go for a walk. Here, Leigh and I are going on a walk, and I just wanted to point out I'm checking in on some of the stuff that I've planted. I'm up on the township property here, but of course erosion is always a problem along the water. So I did plant some pine trees. Here's one. Look at all the new growth on there. So I planted one here, and I did transplant a few irises that are around the house because I didn't think they were very pretty, and you might have heard me on other videos, but they look pretty here. And then there's the other one. Look at, isn't that beautiful? And I'll show you, we planted 2 Colorado blue spruce, and they're down this way around the corner here. They're doing good too. This one didn't seem to be doing that great, and then I cleaned everything out around it. And now look at that nice new blue growth. I think it wasn't getting enough sun. It wasn't really blue. It is now. And one more over here. So it'll grow up and give us a bit of noise protection. Also helps protect with erosion along the water. And I throw a few things in here and there, and it's supposed to cut the grass a little better than this, but I actually don't mind this long grass. It is a windy day. So there's a family of geese out there. It surprised me, all the little geese in that rough water. Maybe you can't see them. There they are. They're tough critters. All right, we'll continue on our walk. Okay, so this is an update on the Scotch moss. It has been almost a month. Today is June 22nd. I planted this on May 27th, which was the U.S. Memorial Day weekend. And I am pleasantly surprised by how it looks. It's seems to be secure in there. Like when I touch it, it seems in there like the roots must be starting to stretch. Looks like it's blooming some more, so it's happy. The color has improved. I know it's very sunny right now. Maybe if I get closer you can see how the color has improved on it. I think it's going to work. So my only concern with this would be, in the winter, will it last? So I've come up with a plan for that, because I really like this, and I would be willing to, you know, plant it every year. So I think what I'll do is look for another spot, like possibly at the top of these stairs. I could do, it's all unfinished here, right? But I could do a whole like ledge of the Spanish moss along here. And then, of course, that'll spread. So I could just take and divide it. Here, let me get back here. I could take and divide it from along here every year and put it back down there if I have to. So that will be my plan. So still, this is the only thing that I've been able to plant here. We have been doing some work in the yard, but we work around equipment and weather. Brad's right now working on pipe to put out on the dock. We have one pipe there, 2 more or 3 more to go. Boys are going to come and help. He's got the cleats put out there. Maybe I'll walk out there and show you that. All right, it's a mess out here, but show you some progress. His little power pump house is here. We've got parts to the hydraulic lift there. Guys are going to work on the posts. There's one of them up there. This is part of the cradle that Brad and I got out here. It's going to be 2 of those with some cables on it. And the cleats are on. I know they're nothing fancy, but they are on there good and solid. There's 3 cleats on the front here. Here's nothing fancy, but yeah, good and solid. The whips here for guests, a ladder on. There's going to be 1 more ladder, and it's going to go directly across the other side. Right now I've got it just sitting on the wall over there. It kind of looks funny. I just put it up there because I was trying to cut grass. Brad's working on the metal over there. So we thought maybe we were doing some yard work today, but it poured rain. So that didn't happen. But we just do what we can when we can. We'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.